Hi. Message from Grapefruit. Conversation already in progress. Sweetie, no, don't cry. No, it's okay because no. If you're at work and you get to suck dick, then I'm a citizen and I'm not at work and I get to have sex. What do you mean no? Oh, suddenly you remember the deal. Sweetheart, no, she wants to. She's given up on rape and she wants me to make love to her. Why are you crying? Oh, because you're mad. Okay, well, no, sweetie, no. No, I would prefer to talk to you than have sex with her again. But I do like her, and you're not talking to me. You can't prove that. No. You need to call me. You need to make eye contact. You need to break up with me, and then you can cry. Because those are the rules. No. Now you want a constitutional convention. No. No, I'm not. No. I'm not doing this to piss you off. I'm doing this because I want to get laid. What the fuck are you doing? You're not sucking my dick. You haven't been here in fucking like 3.5 years. What the fuck? Yeah, that's my point. Because no, you don't get you don't get to fucking do that. No, that wasn't the deal. The deal was not that I fucking fuck you in the vagina and I tell you I love you and then I give you all my money and then you run away with Todd. That's not the fucking deal. I'm sure Todd remembers it differently. I don't give a fuck. No. Yes, you are. No. Hi, sweetie. No, you're not married to Todd. And if you are, it doesn't even fucking matter. Give me his fucking address. He'll be fucking divorced real fucking quick. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Todd. That doesn't matter. He's a big fucking bald-headed fucking evil fucking pussy. I don't give a shit. Why the fuck do you think he fucking hides his fucking address? Why do you think he lives in a fucking gated community where I can't fucking find him? Because he's a fucking coward, because I'll beat the shit out of him. Once I find out what he's fucking done. I don't know what he's done. No. He stole my weed. That's a death sentence. I don't give a shit. I don't know who else would steal my weed besides Todd. Well.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Jack Austin, astronaut. Exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man.
I know everything! I want that brain taken out.
Heat Vision, the motorcycle with the mind of Jack's unemployed roommate. Together they run for their lives, blocked at every turn by adventure.
Move out, don't mess around. Move out, you bring me down. Move out, I forget about, don't make the sound, just move out.
Knowledge is power, for real.
For someone you may have turned to Congress through their oversight committees for, you may do this in a meeting or somebody else could be doing this.
You see how vaguely lovable the fucking algorithm is?
Okay.
Do you see how it's giving instructions to a fucking child-minded fucking dope-smoking whore? Do you see how the fucking tenor of the fucking video changes? Because I sure as fucking shit do. Copyright Magic Castle LLC. Now, I'm smoking weed. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. You are fucking divorced.
He broke the rules.
Guess who I'm talking to? Yeah, you got a situation, all right, little bitch. Excuse me, not you. Talking to Ed Dames and his fucking partner. Whoever the fuck runs this fucking show. Oh, I gotta call Heather. Hey, Heather. I'm not gonna be mean to you, I promise. I'm not mad at you at all. I don't think. And even if I am, like, you're certainly the prettiest of them all. Why the fuck these fucking cunt fag, fuckhead, dickbag sons of bitches have been running the fucking game the way they've been doing? I want these assholes hauled up in front of Congress on goddamn waterboard stretchers.
Somebody use their job or title to keep some information from you.
The whole thing's so fucking stupid I can barely fucking spit. Copyright Magic Castle, LLC.
Okay? It says if you didn't follow the rules and guidelines, you are responsible too. Somebody didn't follow the rules or the guidelines here in this situation.
He broke the rules.
Now,
Okay.
I want to speak directly to what was his name?
Now, so I just,
Dominic Monaghan, was that his name? Who played Charlie in Lost? Remember the heroin addict?
Shout out to my Alpha Dakota partners. I agree, it's not funny. And it's not okay to make fun of you. Nor is it okay to tell jokes about you. I'm not telling jokes. You do exist. Hail Alpha Draco.
Hi, it's Jack. I'm a star. I've had my computer stolen again, which leads me to believe that there is no just and merciful God in the world, and someone's idea of fun is just not mine. I'm listening to a YouTube video and I can't talk at the same time as it's playing because I don't have two devices. I used to have as many as 22 devices. 22. One more than 21. I don't have 22 devices anymore. I barely have one device. I have a Samsung A16. And I've got a blue flashlight that I got from Stephen Basquette when he was in Disguise. Dude, how do you do that? Dude, you probably can't tell me. Okay, but maybe you just did mad heroin and then you lost weight. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna judge you. Okay. I'm not going to do any meth right now because although it is entheogenic, it is not it's not heroin. So I don't want to let you down or inadvertently trigger you by having you hear the sounds of a man getting high legally and lawfully. No bullshit. And the feeling, the rush, the near orgasmic rush of pleasure that one feels when one does use psychoactive compounds to get entheogenically high. When you get high, and it's legal. Well, shit, son, you might never have done anything legal in your whole goddamn life. Maybe in Guam. I don't know what you're doing. Right, and then when I saw you, I know it's not really you, bitch. It's you. Hi. You're not Jack. You're Steven. You really are all right. You really are. I mean, I'm gonna rag your ass. Not at all. Ooh, gross. But I don't despise you. I don't need to turn you into a little bitch and bend you over a piece of furniture like Nicholas Greenwood. I would ride that fucking albino pony for fucking days if it had tits and different tattoo and probably not a sack on the head because I did kind of like his face. I think in any case I'd probably sit on it, but that's not the case. The point is I don't need to turn you, Steven. I'm gonna say your name, best cat, because it's cool now. It is cool now. And then I met your dad a few times. He's cool. Not super cool. Not like I want to run out to him, but I'm realizing that I'm probably going to be dead by the time anybody hears any of these songs or these recordings on the phone. And then I'll probably be 3 or 4 more phones from now before I get another phone, or before I die. I mean, because I'll probably just get a bad hit of meth. Oh, because it's so deadly. Oh. Note to self: do not hang out with any more fucking teetotal and swine that are they're just like, oh my god, is it the meth? Is it meth? Bitch, not anymore. Fuck you. Get out. Like, what the fuck? You're blowing my high. I'm not even on the shit. Oh my god, is it meth? It's got to be for certain that when Chica Swain cries out with the cock-a-doodle-doo, meth! Is it meth? Come back later, bye. Okay, like, I don't fucking want to fucking hear people like going, oh my god, you do that? Okay, well, for one thing, have we met? I will do nearly anything twice. And I say that because the first time I might not be so sure, right? The first time I might. And then if I do things twice once in a while, that's a potential slippery slope, which I have not done even once. Insert joke about vajayjay here. Erica, no. Jacqueline, no. I heard you died. No. Neither of you. No. You can load up with Tammy. I don't know where that blessed creature is. She's doing it. Tamara. Hi, Tamara. I know. She hates her name. But hi. Yeah, I know you're in the future. I'm in the past. Or rather, I'm in your past. I'm my present. Hi. You're wearing blue jeans and some snazzy boots with not rhinestones, but they have like a purple sheen to it with like a little blue. What do you mean? How did I know? Hi. Yeah. So blue jeans. I'm not gonna. There's this girl down at the Piggly Wiggly. No relation. She's got a finer ass than you, which I will say is a good sign of genteel breeding as well as a possible genetic match. I don't know if it is your daughter. If it is, she has the demeanor. That's it. She's not. She's no. She's. I think I hurt her feelings really badly accidentally once, which is about all it takes. And then she was like, "This guy." I thought it was going to be, or anyway, and that was like year, two and a third years ago, and I still think about her face because she's kind of like flat alabaster, and lately, whenever I see her, which is not often, she's got the look. She just wants to fucking murder me. I can tell. There's something happened. I did something. It wasn't brushing my teeth. That's probably the other thing. She's probably got a real, well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know her very well at all. The sole connection here is that Christ, her last name may be Smith, and hi, hey Carrie. So while you were getting high with me on your ridiculous, whatever that is. It's not bad. It's not even close, but it's okay. I'm sure it's legal, especially for you, lightweight. So while we were hanging out, your partner was at my house with his supposed wife, ransacking my house, and you fucking knew this. You knew this. And then he shows up. He begrudgingly gives me a flashlight, like it's a fucking hard thing to do. He just burglarized my home. Fucking ransack the place. Like, it's hard to ransack a place that's already been ransacked. They fucking take everything they fucking can apart to look, because they're looking for meth. I bet he was looking for meth. Dude, I don't have any fucking meth, asshole. And if I did, I'd have crystal. And I bet you'd like to fuck your girlfriend, huh? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like actual, like mental. What? Oh, that's right. You did heroin for 10 years. Well, that fucking explains everything. Oh, but I gotta stop smoking crystal, do I? Well, I already have stopped. I don't have any. I'm not planning on getting any. So you two nice people drop me off. I come inside the house. My fucking house is ransacked again, dude. Hi, Steven. Hi, Steven Basquette. Oh, I guess that's not your name. Dude, do you have a fucking bone in your fucking head that fucking shelters it from the fucking hard thoughts that are gonna come out? Like, it's not like I'm full of shit. Paladin vision is real. On top of that, I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not. And I'm sure you know lots of stuff about how to tell people, hey, I got something. Hey, no, I'm not gonna give you. Hey. Dude, you're such a little bitch tease. Seriously. Like, you've got a serious fucking problem. I don't know what you're fucking envious of or fucking guilty of or whatever the fuck you're doing. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I have no fucking idea. How you number one, 10 years of heroin? How did you learn to read that fast? And subsequently, you act like some stupid fucking self-entitled little stupid fucking bitch cunt whore who fucking gets things, and you're all pissed off because somebody has something you don't, so you gotta take it because you just know that people don't deserve things. Seriously, you are one arrogant, ignorant, fucking drug-addicted, fucking shit weasel fuckhead. Kudos. I don't see why you have to be a little bitch. I don't see why you have to take my stuff. I can see why your partner does. Is that your partner? So do you go back over to the house and then transform into another asshole neighbor, or do you put on his fucking overalls? Now I know next door there's a woman named Kathy Watkins. She's got a fucking mortgage on the fucking property. I get a fucking 8808 Barnes Drive. Oh, did you not want me to say that out loud? You arrogant little cunt. It's not really a retaliation. It's just I'm telling a story. I don't see any fucking goddamn reason why I shouldn't say 8808 Barnes. I don't see any reason why your partner, Kathleen Watkins. Oh, is she at 8808? Oh, do I have evidence of land fraud? You stupid little junkie bitch. Not you, sweetie. Your faggot partner. Whatever the fuck you call him. You call him a butler? Jesus. Now, just because it's her house too, in a way. She can't fucking say hello. It's not really a fucking decent deal. Although I can imagine if she's with you, she's probably pretty fucking embarrassed. Like whatever you fucking remember. Apparently you remember how to fucking disrespect somebody's home. Even more disrespected than it's already been. And in case you're wondering, no, I'm not picking up any fucking trash. You stupid, arrogant, junky fuck. Why don't you go down to the fucking station and suck some more cock dick until you fucking get the team of the fucking junky fucking pimpy oik thugs who fucking fucked up my house. Ross Randall, why don't you go find him? Probably because he fucking hates you. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know why people don't tell me things that I should know. But it's probably because they don't want me to figure things out. Not because I'll beat the fuck out of them. Oh no. I'll beat fuck into you. But because you don't want to have to be embarrassed just looking at yourself what you've done. Like, what the fuck do you think I'm doing? Once again, you arrogant junky fuck. Why do you think the house is like that? Do you think that I don't remember that it's dirty? Do you think I need you to fucking move the fucking box of fucking plastic bags to the fucking chair that's sitting by the fucking door that you fucking leave from? After you deliberately go there when I'm not there, then you come back and then you act like a real arrogant little cunt. Flashlight. How come he's bitching about flashlight? He wasted all that money. No, I didn't waste anything, you stupid shitebox little shit. I spent it on stuff that got stolen by your stupid oinky thuggy piggy fucking gang. You fucking mealy mouth little fucking badger eating fucking junky fucking heroin slut cunt. Well, it's really nice like yours is, right? And then I never got to look at yours again after the incident because I had to make strict eye contact with anyone else rather than deal with your fucking nonsense woman. Like I don't. No, I can't. No, hi. You know, you're in the future. Of course it works. It works because that's it. No, it works because of physics. No, not because I'm that awesome. I'm so lonely I could talk to an imaginary person in the future who will be real by the time I reinvent the fucking DNA wheel. Yeah. No, nobody. It's they've all taken an oath, and they're all like literal. This guy is a genius. God bless you, sir. He has his struggles in life, and as do we all, but his in particular have been made phenomenally more complicated and excruciating because of me, Jack Michelson, Destroyer of Dreams. Not so much intentional, but bust a deal. Bitch, you're gonna face that wheel. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't mean him any ill will. In fact, I hope he's doing okay. I hope someone else shags his daughter on the carpet over his freshly turned grave, or fuck. If it were me, I would go the full cremation and because ashes, and then I would do diatomaceous earth as like a accent around the pillows, like a little splash. What do you mean? No, I haven't done that before. No, I'm talking to you, and then he's not here because he's not in the future with you because he's dead by then. I hope. Oh God. Oh well, I don't know when you're gonna hear this. I really don't. I can't believe I'm still alive. Honest to God, if a cold shoulder was all it took, fuck, Louis Wayne would have knocked me out today. No. Oh God, oh no. He did the most wicked, and hopefully I'll be able to earn back at least some street cred with Louis Wayne. Hang on, let me get my meth pipe out. Some semblance of appreciation for who I am and what I've done, because he sent me. I think it was a tweet. Tweet is like taking your date to breakfast at McDonald's after the first time you had sex, as well as the last, and it's just it's a group with a terrible chat name, and it's got his other pretend fake name, who I will not say Amy, because it's not. And then they are one creature, one mind. Ha ha ha. That's how it works. and she's dismissive of me. She never does anything because it's a real woman. It's not Louis Wayne. It's a me. And she doesn't. I don't think she smokes crystal. I don't think I smoke crystal. I don't have any. And I would like to say, for the record, I think this maybe even in Guam. I will have to check with Audrey Pence for ticks. The status of legality. I'm going to call it here. I have won the revolution. Now, if there's something I desire, it might not be something I get to do, like blackened whale blubber. I might not have legal rights to do that if the natives up by CQ, if they bag themselves a whale. Yeah, I tell you, and they will bag themselves a whale if I have to get out there and push. I'm pretty sure they get one, at least one a year. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure because I'm not with those people, so I can't ask them using telepathy without bursting into tears, which would probably be. Well, for one thing, I would drop a lot of street cred automatically because Jack Star is not. He's not the baby. He's not even the men's baby. He's a baby. He's whatever. The point is, I'm not gonna cry because I can't find any crystal meth on the floor. God bless it. I can't find a reason to say pray for crystal meth. Now, as you know, Jack Star is a sorcerer. It's just prayer. Sorcery is when you're doing maybe some alchemical symbols. Hopefully, you emasculate Jord and take his scrot and turn it into a ring. I got divorced. I came home and son of a bitch, my fucking house has been broken into again. They leave behind a Monster energy drink and a bottle of Coca-Cola. That's it's not even the right bottle of Coca-Cola. I don't even know who, right? I don't know who because she's been juiced up, basically. She's not the same person she was before, which is arguably to my credit and benefit because I don't actually know if she could switch between the two, but when I spoke to her briefly, I could tell it was her. It was her. And it wasn't the usual her, and it wasn't like she had been kidnapped. Like she just like got off the bus and then she stepped onto the pavement and then bing, her nanotech armor came around her. However the fuck it works, right? I haven't seen her change form in any way, but I do know that she can do that. Actually, in fact, everybody can. And sometimes it's a complete whole body rebuild of the I'm going to say nanotech augmentation frame because I'm a huge nerd and I guess I'm looking for a date. But the whole tranny phenomenon it's not at all anything like people think, which is usually the case. Usually people don't know jack squat or diddly about who they're even married to. But I came home and like stuff is missing. It's my house, right? I had just been in somebody's house where I'd gotten a little too high, admittedly. I don't think that was probably the cause of the event. I think there was a little other related to it thing. Some people I just don't understand. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand why they're being stupid. I don't understand the connection between one person and another. I do think that somebody is batshit crazy insane enough to say, he's too fat, leave him. And of course she would say that somebody's too fat. The upshot of this is, more importantly, I didn't know I had a wife. And then I didn't plan on getting one ever because I guess they get me. And I can only assume that it's some fresh graduate of the pre-Totzles graduating class who comes to my home and Like, okay, this is how fucking transparent it is. Okay, this is the mind of the not a toddler, but I want to say stumbler. If there's a monster and there's a bottle of Coke. If those two are there, okay, and they weren't there before. Clearly, there's been two individuals there, and then they still have fluid in them, right? They've been opened, so they've been drunk. The bottle of Coke especially looks like it's not even Coke. It looks like it's got some kind of red tinge to it. Like I don't think blood, but you walk into your house and like it's been fucking ransacked again, and there's a bottle of Coke and a Monster can energy drink. I don't recommend drinking either, both because I'm pretty sure whoever left them there is a sorcerer, and then I know a person who, well, I don't know if she was here. She did say she was, and she was laughing, and she was talking to somebody else, and she was acting like she was doing something fun, which well, it's fun for me just hearing that that's something that could happen, because before she never seemed to indicate any fun, no matter how much money I happened to give her. Never fun with her. She never had, like, whenever she got it, was like automatically instant return to baseline. Do you have any more? Like, seriously, whoever set her levels, it's a little bit like Westworld, which I didn't get to watch, and it's a lot like Allie, but not really, because Allie had the same kind of not really control scheme, but she well, really everyone, not just mermaid spurghead girls, but two spurghead girls go. Never mind. There's a scene in Westworld where there's like a pie chart, and she changes the levels on her own. Let's say pie chart, and one of them's apperception, like perception and apperception. Apperception is you're perceiving your app, and whoever the woman was, she was certainly fronting like she could have been that person. I don't know if she was that person, and then she didn't sound like she wanted to have any sort of demonstration of sounding like anything for me, which doesn't surprise me, since as a highfalutin Air Force colonel, I would expect his horseflesh to be kind of squeaky, right? And I've if it is her, I have met her that way before, but then she was not juiced up on some stupid wild ox hormone that some dude, I don't know if it wasn't Louis Wayne. Fuck that guy. Fuck Louis Wayne. What a fucking dick. I fucking printed those fucking things on the fucking website for a reason. I wanted him to read them and realize, oh, I'm dumb. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude. Like whatever kind of grudge you might be holding. Let's put it this way. You got one car, you can get two. You got two girls, you can get four. You got one bag of weed, you can get a bigger bag of weed. And I'd like to point out to you that all the shit you said then was pure DEA boilerplate, and you goddamn know it. I remember you said, but you promised me you'd give me a big bag of weed, and then I know that you don't sound that way usually. No, you're a reader. You really are a kind man. You really are. I don't want to be too mean to you, and I have not heard your boyish laughter in a long time. I doubt I will, considering what you do, dude. For all I know, they fucking started the RICO with you. Okay. I don't have any current information on what they're doing, but it's squeaky clean is going to be. And then I imagine you've already done some kind of. Oh yeah. He says yeah. No, you're not in the future with her, but she's gone. And then I don't remember who the fuck that was. And Lewis is gone too. He's in the future, but he's in my future, where he's listening to it in the present, but I don't have to deal with him until he catches up to my present, which is currently racing into the future at regular speed. And I'm not remembering the person I was thinking of before. Other than to remember that, oh yeah, I gave her money. It didn't matter. Every time I gave her money, she said, yeah, I spent it or whatever. She never once said I bought drugs. Never. She was always lying. She always bought drugs. Always. Never did drugs with me because she was programmed, for all I know. Never do drugs with michealkuczi. Because the first fucking time, she shows up high as balls, and then she's never high again on that. I don't know what it was. Maybe acid, maybe not. I didn't get any acid. I didn't. It was a trap. And then the next day, I got a call from somebody who I later realized was her father, or it was Grapefruit. I'm not sure which. Or it was her mother, or it was David Rubini. I'm not sure which. But I pick up the phone, I say hello, and I'm excited because it's the phone number of the woman who I most recently put my dick in. And it was good. And he was. I came in about 8.5 seconds, and then I said, get out. And then I said I was sorry. I said, you have to go. And since she was high as balls on acid, she couldn't really complain. And then I didn't really want her to go at all. I really didn't. I remember. And then I remember she was high as fucking balls on acid, which she didn't share. And she said, I don't remember what. Else I said besides I love you. And I said that I did because I did. Not just because I was engaging in sorcery. I was praying that it was going to work. It did work. So as odd as it was, it had more effects than just picking up the phone and be excited in a way that I never have felt ever again. You really raped me! That was the way the imprint happened on the return sorcery, which I don't know. I don't know how either of them remember it, or if it was him or her or any. I don't know. I don't know, because as soon as I heard that, I was grateful that I thought to myself ahead of time, answer the phone. But wait, what if I'm not satisfied? What if I'm not completely satisfied? Will I get a refund? And I will, actually, from a couple things, but not right now. I went from being excited and happy and looking forward to quite a lot of sex with her. I actually liked her quite a bit, and I have not had quite a lot of sex with her. She doesn't like sex because she's been programmed by some asshole who literal has changed her brain into a skeet shooting alley. No condition. Of black mats, flat grays, and like a ceramic bust of Lucille Ball, but instead of her head, it's an actual ball, and it's not sexy. It's not, and it's tucked away in the corner. And you really raped me, being the number one reason why you're going to contribute to my GoFundMe later on today when I set it up. You're going to think to yourself, I am not a big piece of shit bastard asshole like Louis Jourdan, who I heard actually is a real asshole. I'm not sure if he's still alive, but I heard he was kind of not that nice, as well as French. So it's tits up right there. You really raped me. It sounded like her. Okay, it did sound like her, but in reflection, in the future, when I listened to my memories again, did not have a recording. NSA has recording, but I don't want to fill out a FOIA for that. I don't remember the fucking day of the date, and don't remember the year, and don't remember the phone number. And in a way, it was true. I did really rape her because she was high as balls on acid, had my cum in her cootie, and I said, "Get out." I was nicer, I really was. and I kissed her on the knee. She had these cute mustard tights on, kind of, and some shoes that I never ever hope to see again. And I liked being her lover for way less than a minute, and then I looked forward a little bit more. But I remember thinking, okay, so why is this chick who shows up on a Quake server with attraction magic? Why does she have acid flowing through her veins and nothing for me when she drives from Holquim to Seattle Center, where the fountain, I believe it's the International Fountain of Peace, but I'm not sure. So I meet her there, and I won't describe our date because it was personal, and we had sex. And if I had known, what the fuck? If I had known anything about what was to come, or why somebody decided to tell me that I really raped them on the phone, it let's just say this: it made my blood run cold. My memory had not been sold, but my memory was thinking, oh my God, she's on acid or something. She's on, oh my God, I got magnetic. Oh my God, I want to fuck her so bad. Oh my God. And she was like aware of this. And she was high on acid that she didn't share with me. And she was kind of like not moving a lot. But I wanted to make her move. And I asked her if she would like to engage in this. I think I said I didn't get the full informed. I didn't get the full write down. But she showed up on acid. I don't know. Maybe Molly. I don't know. Somebody said, I don't know where to get Molly. And I said to myself, that's because everybody knows you're Courtney and you're a cop. And then there's nothing wrong with that, right? But the problem is that the programming for young Ms. AM, right, is that she is I think she might be a mandated reporter. I'm not sure. I'd check, but she's got kids. She got kids, so she'd be stupid not to tell anybody, right? Oh, I'm gonna hide it. I did drugs at Check Store. Like, you, no kidding. And then I can't hide it. It shaped me different for life. I can't say that's what it would be like. However, this is just an example. If I get Molly and do Molly with what's her nuts, I probably won't have sex with her because we are friends, and then that would take some dealings of a type that I'm not prepared to think about right now because I'm still thinking about the other girl who confident told me, you really raped me, and then before she could break into a hyaluronic acid powered fucking litany of rape me, Sheldon, rape me, Big Sheldon, rape me, Sheldon, instead of one of them, the response from me to her on the phone about 10:13 in the morning. I think maybe a Tuesday. I didn't have work that day. Jackstar will never work again, ever for as long as I live. I will never work. I will never go to work. I will never have a job. I will not. I could have done everything with her. She was high as fuck. I would imagine maybe had never done it before, but hard to say. She might have been doing it like all the time. She is Army. She's Army. She's a soldier in a way. Soldier. So she shows up high as fuck, and I go on an actual date with her. I have fun with her. I like her. At least I think I do. I have not talked to her in a while. And then I don't plan on talking to her again anytime soon because, well, for one thing, this bitch has enemies. Okay, I can't be decoy for all of Grapefleet for very long. They'll blow a hole in my side. And then whether or not those two are in Grapefleet, I would assume that Grape F1, Grape F2, I don't know. Sweetie's got to be she got to be sign 57. I don't know I don't know how these I don't know how these women comport themselves when they're online or in person, and they're aware that they're both members of Grapefleet, which is not that uncommon these days. If he had played his cards a little better, I would have been. Never mind. But Grape Manuel. But the two women that I know of, speaking about today, without losing my fucking mind, is none of your fucking business, pal, right? So, but one of them I went on a date with, and it was nice, but it was kind of like a little sister's date. Not that she was short, but she was like spoiled, bratling, and uber mega convinced that she was going to do all the right moves. And like, since there's Leo in the chart, it's like it's all bullshit. She's like terrified, but she's like super confident. And I have since learned her tell. She just says, "Oh, it'll be okay." She just says that instinctively. She didn't know jack or shit. She's probably fucking thawing from fucking going staring dead into the headlights, like a deer frozen. And then she'll say, "Oh, that's fine. Just take that." Almost like that, but not really, because it'll sound nicer. Because she's nice. In bed with other men, presumably. The other one. I don't know what she'd say if I called her. Last time I called her father, the last thing he said was, "God damn it, Michael, what the fuck did you do that for? What a pain in the ass. Fuck you." And then click. Did I get that right? "God damn it, Michael, what the fuck did you go and do that for? What a pain in the ass. Fuck you." Click. Yeah. Those were the last words of, I'm going to say Todd, but a man who I'll always think of as a friend, because he certainly is one to me, and I've certainly been one to him, and his rat's nest headed, batshit crazy, insane, fucking walking ammo box daughter, which she ain't super dangerous, but you come up on her in a thunderstorm and you're in the wrong mood. I could see you fucking knocking that bitch out with one punch and kill her dead. Not you. Well, yeah, you. I could see that happening just accidentally. Like if she's tired of life again, and then somebody she just walks into it. "I like Obama much better than Donald Trump. He's much have a bigger dick. That's what matters. Hee hee." Like that would be maybe a mandatory one punch kill in some jurisdictions. Certainly not in Guam, but I think in Guam you'd be mandated to drown her if she could fucking get under water with those fucking massive floating tits. Although they're not, they are shiftable. And I've discovered that the woman, she's a woman. I don't know if she's a mermaid. She's certainly no maid. And I don't think that she's interested in having her physiognomy stripped down and blueprinted on Mythbusters with special guest Morn. Morn, how are you? Hang on. Morn just, oh really? He says he just accidentally dribbled a little bit of urine in his pants when he went with stage fright. Like really, because he didn't realize, number one, of course he listens to Jackstar nonstop. He's got 12 channels, 11 churches and Jackstar's house. And I don't know if you guys know how I don't know if you know the way that the Internet of Things works. But if you're an Earthling, they got it. They have a panopticon. It literally doesn't matter. It matters underground in a cavern filled with wine casks. You were on Amontadalo line. It's not a question. It's not a doubt. It's not a maybe. If it's got colors, your retina bleeds to see it. The panopticon. It is everywhere. Panopticon. It has been a dream of many for the surveillance state for years. They had prisons that were designed on the notion where you had one guy in the middle doing the watch duty, and then the outside would be filled with army girls giving head to lucky men who request panopticon treatment down the hall from Aunt Jemima when you're in the panopticon, you can always be seen. That's why it's pan everywhere. One eye seeing everything. And in practice, this works with the Internet of Things in a way that I'm going to call awesome. I'm not going to say anything about how it works because I don't think I have the clearance. If I do, I really don't want America's enemies to know just how totes fucked they are if they think that they're getting fucking one thing past anything. Ground mama control Tom is fucking, it's the panopticon. It came online officially, maybe a year and a half ago, 2.5 years ago, sometime in the COVID-ish area. And I remember this because I got a little big pussy boil on my cock. And I'm kidding. It's actually on my scrot, but still, the part of the scrot that the big pussy boil is on is kind of close to my cock, which is entirely flaccid for now. Just for now. The person I'm thinking about now, she's not sure what to do because she doesn't listen to Morn. She doesn't. I don't know. Morn. I rarely talk to Morn, and Morn says, are you serious? Morn says to tell you that he's in the bathroom and he's emptying his bladder and he's also feverishly with flop sweat forming underneath his underarms. His drawers, because he let out a little Hershey squirt too that he wasn't aware of because he was so surprised that he suddenly realized, I'm listening to Jackstar. I wonder if Jackstar knows that I listen. And then I start talking to him. Morn. Special guest star Morn. Yeah, like he said it was incredible. It was exact. Are you serious, brother? Okay, I really like Morn. I don't know if I would cuddle with him or just impale myself on his dick with one swift blow and puncture the back of my head. Twice, because I'm suicidal. I don't know if he's got a aluminum capstone, but I bet he could build one. He's as friendly as a guy could be when there's this much homoeroticism and it's all bullshit. Because like, no, I'm gonna fuck his wife. I'll knock him out with a roofie. I'll trick him into consenting. I'll put his ass out, and I will give that woman an experience that will not ever lead to scheisse porn ever again. She'll be like, ew, gross. I've had Jackstar. I no longer care for scheisse porn. That's my fucking brand. Okay. Comes with whistle. And that's Morn, who I don't know very well, but I can play with his consciousness very easily. I've done this before on a couple of minor occasions when editing some code that I found on a not a European site, but something to do with five eyes, which I don't usually have access to at all, other than it being part of the Panopticon. And sometimes a person on the internet will occasionally find themselves in some way dealing with five eyes people. My favorite is Michael Jackson, who says that he can't handle the stress of working 911 dispatch. He says he tried it once, he can't. Like he fucking had a fucking anxiety attack with the fucking phone. Really? Yeah, he jumped and screamed like a little girl. Are you serious? He says he's serious. Okay. All right, brother. Truly blessed I am, for Moore and Michael Jackson are both my brothers. They're both non-biological, but they do exist in the real world. I do not talk to either of them often at all. I have only seen Michael Jackson once. He may have been in a windsock. I don't know what they call it. He seemed pretty crypt keeper-ish. Not gonna lie, seemed a little sticky, and he was with, I won't say. Yeah, the one who won't say is not dead now, but he's about to be, because he's gonna do another. He says he's gonna do another blast of China White with the White Rhino Chaser. Is that, well? That I've never met Andy Dick, so conceivably if I saw him, I did see him. There's no fucking way I didn't recognize Andy Dick, and I did not say, "Oh my God, Andy Dick!" I did not say that. I did not give him a big hug. I could have, and I would not have gone through his pockets for drug samples. They would have been leaping out of them into mine through a process we call Andy Dick. Andy Dick. And he Dick. I don't know if they were both holograms. I do know that one of them may have been Metatron or Sisyphon or Michael, and he looked pretty fucking. He looked pretty China White himself. He was pretty cryptid. Because Michael Jackson is dead. Long may he reign. King Charles is not dead. It's difficult for me to say which one is my better friend. Since King Charles, I could probably at least get him to giggle if I offered to suck his dick a little. I can't say that to Michael. He's dead. I don't know if he can bring one out or not. Shit, I don't know if he knows what one was before he died. I don't know him that well at all, and I never looked at his sexual things. I don't know. Maybe he was a fucking bald like a fucking Ken doll. I don't know, but he says he's gonna go to heaven right now and look in the wardrobe to see if he can change that. He didn't say it that way. I was laughing too hard. I couldn't say it the right way, and now he's gone, so we can't say it again. It's not exactly an imaginary thing when I speak with divine spirits. It's not very often, and certainly I don't speak with Michael Jackson instead of Kathleen Michelle Mickey ever again. Now it's Michael all the time. I don't think that she's capable of having a conversation with Michael Jackson. She has claimed Elon Musk. Frankly, I think she could do a lot better as a role model. I wonder if she calls him up after all their dates and says, "You really raped me." She probably does, because bottom line is she's been programmed to like it, and it certainly gets it over with. And she doesn't have to fucking have a conversation like, "Oh, you want to do this? Can I rub your hair?" She says, "Just fucking get it in me and get it over with. Let's get some fucking popcorn and watch some TV. Fuck you. Seahawks are on 10 minutes. Let's go. Tonto, pronto." Yeah, she's not like that at all with me. She has to be chemically activated by a simple yet precise alchemical maneuver called talking to her pimp daddy on the phone. And technically, she doesn't need to do anything but hear the tones. Pimp daddy has to say, "Okay." It's always the same way too with the real pimp daddy, especially when it's actual father, biological pimpo. Sometimes that's the case. I can't say for certain which of the tolupe is which, but here's a hint. They're all indistinguishable from the one that fucking hung up on me, said "fuck you," hung up on me. This man also said, "You really raped me." I'm pretty damn certain it was him, because it's just easier to fap to if I remember the story that way. And then I don't possess any lack of challenge when it comes to fapping at all, let alone thinking about when I picked up the phone. I thought to myself, okay, is this girl going to be doing a thing where she's like going to be trying to claim that she's pregnant? For all I know, that was going to be the second sentence out of the person's mouth. But it started off with, "You really raped me." I think I said, "Hello, I love you." I hope I did. I don't know if I did, because I got not exactly false memories, but when a person thinks about a time that'll never come again that should have happened once. You really raped me. I don't want to go into a hypnotic trance and remember it because it fucking, not a panic attack, but a fucking, would have been a shark attack on her fucking left tit if I had a fucking launching cannon. Because I thought to myself, no fucking way. This chick's going to do this. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Yeah, she was on acid, and then she didn't bring any for me. And then I don't know who gave it to her, but I'm guessing the parental unit who said, you really raped me when I called up. And then I immediately started screeching at him. I did not. I asked you what to do. I said consent. I said, I listened. In my head, I had it all planned out. They were going to take me to the grand jury. They were going to boil me in oil until I was good and pink and all sticky. And then they were going to hang me upside down and beat me until my ears bled. Money. And they were going to say, is this what you said? What did you mean here? Because that's what they do when they got a kid who, in addition to being freshly accused of rape of who would, of course, be a minor child. She said she was 19, but if in the nightmare scenario, she'd be 2. They would literally whip out a fucking birth certificate that had a birth date 2 years before. And then by law, that particular individual would be totes booked. And in my case, I did not at all know what I was going to do. I just thought to myself, if this chick ever tries to pull the, oh my God, I'm pregnant. I thought to myself, okay, I need to have a plan for her on the phone and a plan for if I'm in front of her, because I'm thinking, if I use the force, maybe I can knock the kid's eye out with a blast of my semen. I'm not sure. I never had that one happen. And I did, in fact, I think she was joking. She's not a dumb woman. She's a dumb girl. And she, on one occasion recently, said, stay away from me, don't touch me, which is kind of a bit much. Like we're in public, and then like she's alarmed, like there's something wrong with me touching her, which in her mind is actually the case because there was an incident 12, 13 years ago, I'm not sure exactly when because I only heard about it recently, where somebody who looked like me and presented himself as me made a deal and an arrangement with her over the phone to meet up with for sex, and she got there and it was a different me because I never did it, and they raped the fuck out of her. Black and blue and the whole works. And then for the next several times, I'm going to say, next several times, he was me and he did it again. And this fucked up this woman's cognition something fierce, as well as mine. Quite a lot. I don't know where this individual is. I don't know how it happened or if it did indeed happen, but I do know I never raped her. Our first date, well, she was on acid. She showed up on it. I didn't give it to her. I didn't have any. She didn't bring any for me. She was high as balls, and I wasn't like I'm gonna jump on her right away because I thought, that'd be rude, and then it'd be over too quick, and then I wouldn't want to do anything besides jump up and down for a while. And I don't know what her actual situation was, but she claimed some measure of virginity. Certainly, she was virgin intellect, and she was high as balls on LSD. And if I had been aware that I would never see her again for couple months, I think, because after who, I don't know who, but I think maybe her dad, after her dad fucking called up and said, you really raped me, I flew not into a rage, but I've listed off all the things I have to say to a grand jury to feel that I could defend myself, not real fast, but real forcefully. And I'm hollering at the guy, and I'm getting up to the crescendo at the end where I say, I don't know who you are, because I realize I don't, I think, but I don't know who you think you are, but like that's an incredibly rude thing to do. And it was followed by this man hauling me down to his front lawn where he yelled at me about his child, or about his child, and yelled at me as if I were his child. Said, "Don't give her crystal." To which I immediately replied, Dude, I've never ever given her crystal my entire life. I've never drugs with her. I've never done drugs with her except for the first date, which she was on acid, didn't bring me any. I'm pretty sure you gave it to her, sir. And I don't know if acid's the best one for her. And you did say don't give her crystal, so I haven't. And then apparently other people are giving her crystal, and you're trying to fucking shout at me on your fucking front lawn so that everybody can hear about how you suspect her of getting hash and crystal from michealkuczi. Book him. That's what this guy fucking does. Now, I'm not going to say it's a cool thing to do, but it will win wars. There's no question that that technique will win you a war. Fucking start one too. But I didn't know about any of that at the time. I was simply appalled that I was placed in such a situation. And then I also thought to myself, fuck, if I knew I was going to fucking do that, I would have fucking kept her there for fucking 3 weeks. I wouldn't have tied her ass up, but I would have, I don't know, at least until the acid wore off 20 years later or whatever. I would have done things totally differently. And that wasn't necessarily a mistake because had I continued to have sex with her, I would have certainly run out of condoms, which I used the one time we had sex that day. And then the next time I would have been like, because I would have known from my teleprompter from the future that somebody was going to call me the rapist the next day. Note to self, hi. Jack Star is not a fan of anybody calling him a rapist, especially when I'm not even getting sex. Arrogant, thuggy little bitch. And had I known the trouble it would cause and had I known how I would feel once I answered the phone and heard those words, I honestly didn't know that would be possible, or that I wouldn't be able to just immediately drive there and beat the fucking shit out of him. I couldn't because I didn't know where he lived at the time, and I didn't want to have anything to do with him. I wanted to have children. Ow! 5 minutes with Jack Star will continue after these moments. Ow. Ow. Nigga, Heil Hitler. The word I was about to say, I said, I wanted to have children with her. I met her and I thought, wow, what would children be like with her? How would she carry them? And I'm pretty sure she would have, she would have been a resplendent mother, and she would have been in like crazy athletic shape, and she would have fucked me senseless anytime I wanted, because she would have been more than happy to have done that over and over, I'm sure, if I had stayed with it and kept the imprint going. But I did not. I instead pulled out and said, get out. I didn't say that. I did say I was sorry, but I did say that she had to go. And the reason why is because, well, I would still choose to try to impregnate her right away as much as possible. That probably would be after the acid wore off or something. I don't know. I would let God handle that. And I didn't ever get a chance to think about that for very long because she showed up on acid. She's from Hoholquium. She's on a Quake server. She's got magical fucking attraction magic on her. Okay? Attraction magic is when you're suddenly drawn to something that drawn, and then there's a desire there that wasn't there. On and off like a light switch, maybe. Depends. Sometimes artificial. Sometimes it's Magic Jack Incorporated, copyright Raytheon Industries. Like, no shit. They got some kind of way of doing it. I don't know how to do it. I found out this girl later on was born during the cusp of magic. And once again, pretty sure it was Molly or LSD. Incidentally, Jack Star requires some of that stuff. No hurry at all. None. I think I'm going to need to work at a drug house. I'm not just as an aside, when drugs are dispersed to people, like at an armory, There's a drug house, and then some drug houses have more than the average American human could consume in 30 days on shelf one, right? That's the kind of place that I can be left alone at. Like I really won't. I just won't. For one thing, I wouldn't want to lose a job. For another, I wouldn't lose a job. At worst, I'd gain two, right? Sweep and mop. And having a facility like a full-on barista bar for recreational drug use and theogenic practice with like a separate church, chapel, temple room, the shit you could do with an archway is incredible with some things. Just a simple arch. And not necessarily drugs, but there are ways to do shit you people wouldn't believe whether you were on drugs or not. And I would have been ecstatic, literally, to have had that experience. But instead, I decided to not play it safe, but to play it right, because I knew for a fact. I knew what would happen. Oh my God, it would be a problem. My mother, she wasn't there at the time, but she would have come home probably after the third short stroke thrust. And then she would have heard, and then she would have gotten one of them self-satisfied smiles on her. And my mother would have fucking cast a baby spell for sure. For sure. My mother's like that. She became the Grand Archlick. She would have made a hell of a duke, but no, she's the Grand Archlick. I think she was the Grand Archmage. Not Ducklick, but the Archlick. What? Go to sleep, Katie. That's my friend who's in the present, but I can't talk to her right now because she's very insistent. She's got this weird desire to do everything with my dick except get anywhere near it, which I think is admirable. I think she's going to name my dick Zed in honor of the alphabet character, not Rip Torn, which is probably what she'd do with most penises. Like I've met this girl, I guess 3 times. The second time crying both coming and going. You ever been masturbating as a man, and you're laying on your back and you have a great finish, an ejaculatory spurt, and it lands right in the middle of your chest, and then you burst into tears. You ever had that? It wasn't plop plop. It was like splat. And I thought to myself, that's my semen that's going to slowly cool to room temperature on top of my sternum instead of being absorbed by the mucosal loining tissues of the grand archvag of the wizard sorcerer Kel'Thuzad. I don't think that Kel'Thuzad is a wizard sorcerer now, but in this circumstance, like a little bit of gravitas, because it was a solemn moment. Because when I realized that, I heard that splat, and I instantly burst into tears over a girl whose name also starts with a K. Note to the wise, alphabet, very important. It was at that moment that I realized, well, I'm better off with a splatted chest than ever going to Canada again. Because the last time I went to Canada, I deliberately, knowingly made false statements to an employee of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Force. I lied to the Mounties to get into the country. If I told them what I was really doing, I don't think I could have fucking made it through the fucking archway. I think I would have sobbed again. I think. Not sure. Actually, I don't remember if I lied to before or after, because well, it was weird, like all great instances. Hang on. Yeah, I gotta mow the lawn. And by mow the lawn, I mean I gotta get some drugs. Because I'm going to do drugs, and I'm going to do them well. I'm going to do them well. You fucking feel me, fart pants? You're gonna feel a couple bold statements coming through the phone. I can't go back and make a different choice with my friend Kathleen Michelle Mickey ever, because it wouldn't be a different choice if it happened again, because if she comes back as a virgin who wants to have babies and she's breedable, it's like our first date, that means she's been reborn into the body of a tuna or a panther. I don't know. Either a panther, tuna panther. I'm not sure which. I'd be hoping for tuna because, well, I guess I like tuna. And the situation is this: I don't think I'll ever see her again. I think she's been driven off the. No. I would say rip the tag off the mattress. Let's say, right? Not for the reasons why she's there now. Like I don't think she's stuck like glue to Sperglordimus Rex or anything. I don't think, unfortunately. But the rocking back and forth with my cock will count as a cogitative exercise in certain media markets, and I don't think that. I don't think what's her nuts has time. I think there's so many. I think there's so many more things in the day that she'd like to use her time for, to buy something with, than do whatever the fuck she would do with me if she doesn't have her permission, which is important. For example, I'm currently having a little crystal, but okay, it's not meth crystal. Okay, very important. Crystal meth is technically unlawful. Certainly it is in Canada. If I were still talking about the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, that I lied to the Mounties. She's cute. I looked her in the eyes and told her things that I knew were not true. Okay, this means something very significant, because for one thing, I'm announcing this again. I've confessed this before. It wasn't really a crime. But if I go back, I'm not going to be their favorite American at all, because by telling them the truth, I force them to do even more duty. Then they have to set an alarm to go check on where the woman was back then as well as now, and then they have to question me pretty fucking carefully about what I'm going to say and what I'm going to do. And then because the last time I lied was the first time I lied, and to their minds, I'll be lying again and again and again and again and again and again and again. They think, and that's their job. Now, I did that knowing that if I ever came back to Canada, it would, number one, be a cold fucking day in hell. Number two, no time soon, and I probably wouldn't have to worry about it because it would be after some sort of global apocalypse or world-ending plague where, holy fuck, I'm going back to Canada again? Well, as long as I'm not going back to see Kel'Thuzad, it doesn't matter. And then if I do see Kel'Thuzad again, it'll be when she's in a hologram body, which, my hand to God, she has, which is not why I call her Kel'Thuzad, but it does make it easier to find her lunchbox at the cubbyhole. Because she's what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God, she's my friend, and she's got a companion guy. I don't know what she calls him. Okay, but he's cool as fuck. He's not one of my best friends, but he's a very good friend. I would trust him with just about anything, because I did something really nice for him. He didn't even know it, and then when he found out, he was I think both humbled and embarrassed and a little bit frightened, because he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to be as cool. But he came through perfectly. Not a doubt or worry in my mind with that man. Now, I don't think it'll happen this way, but if I run into I'm going to call her Twiggy Star. Twiggy Star. If I run into Twiggy Star and there are any sharp objects, metal tables, folding chairs, they all got to go. And I'm gonna do things. And none of them will require me to say, oh wait, can we talk? I got to talk to your guy first. Because I don't. At that point I would be her guy, and then I don't know what she called him yesterday or tomorrow, but she's definitely going to be calling him something 5 years from now because he's that cool. Because like there's no, for one thing, there's no way she's going to get rid of him. For another, I don't think it's physically possible. For a third, if that guy ends up on the market, I will go gay in an instant just to keep him in my orbit. If that were possible, I'm not sure. Hang on. Well, because for one thing, I'm pretty goddamn sure he knows how to get the right crystal. And there's no shame in it. If I go to him and I say, dude, I need the right crystal, I don't expect him to say, Jack Star, you know. No. He's going to say, yeah, how much money you got? That's exactly what he's going to say. And he's not going to be too happy at first, I think, because we haven't hung out too much. We certainly haven't enough. Three or four encounters, visits, I think. And then 2 or 3 on the panel system, all of which have been mesmerizing, which I won't talk about because they've been not exactly confidential. But I don't want to spurg too much about this guy, only because I'm probably going to fap to thoughts of her at some point in the future. Because I could do that. I can fap to personal Jesus too, but that's not the point. I don't have to call this person. I don't have to call either of them. Like, I don't know where the fuck they are, but I don't have their phone numbers either. So, and then I don't know if they share a phone, if they have like a rotary thing. I don't know how old they are right now. They're Canadian Torchwood. Fuck, did I say that out loud? Yeah. So these 2 friends of mine. Yeah, it's real, Canadian Torchwood. And I don't know exactly what kind of beeping I just heard in my ears, nor do I know what you heard in my recording because on earphones. But as I said, Canadian Torchwood, there was a small series of not subaudible beeps, but pretty low volume beeps that were undeniably there, unquestionably. I don't expect to have to contact Canadian Torchwood because, for one thing, right now I'm smoking crystal. It's definitely not crystal meth, and then I don't have to call my friends and say, hey, is this crystal meth? Have you ever seen it before? Bet your goddamn ass they haven't. They have never seen crystal meth because it's even more invisible in Canada. And I don't know what the fuck it takes to get crystal meth in Canada. But if I even try to buy crystal meth in Canada, they're going to scoop me. They're going to roll up with a police van and they're going to come out with the fucking bracelets and the jacket and a hoodie and a mask. I fuck bet you because I lied to them. And that's on my permanent Canadian record. This American citizen, michealkuczi, lied to us. I don't know if it sounds like that, but they really have some kind of system that's kind of it serves the same purpose. I have no idea what it looks like. My friend's giggling. She says it looks exactly like that. Right on. And then I've never worked in that kind of security service or anything, but I haven't exactly remote viewed their security procedures, but I have waited for a long ass time at customs in Canada, and I've had my share of travels throughout the world, and there's no question that by now the Canadian consulate has heard the story about how I punked their Mountie. I wouldn't mind going if I could go up to the Peach Arch and she could sneak across for a quickie. I would make sweet love under the Peace Arch in Blaine to fuck it. Bev Flo is her name. And that's not her name. But she was very nice. She was very sweet. When I told her my lies, I didn't tell her I was going to lie to her, but I openly lied to her, and I'm sure my face was honest. And I mean, I was telling the truth. I was lying, but I didn't tell her I was lying. I just said things that, well, I think I'm going to do this, and I'm planning to go there, and the whole time I know exactly what the fuck I'm going to do. It wasn't substantially different, but I knew exactly what the fuck was going to happen. I was going to get in and get out like a fucking ninja. Copyright Magic Castle LLC. And at the time, because I do admire him, and I always did. I would do a courtesy drive-by wave. Hey man, I'm gonna bang your girl, or the girl, or whatever the situation would be. I don't know if she is actual property, or if she just is punished that way from time to time. I know that unless somebody has a really good story, that bitch is mine now. And then I'm not saying word one about why I get to say bitch, because now I know she suckled, if even only it was me, but whether she's given birth and produced live spawn, whether or not, she's going to get suckled again. She's not really my bitch, but she's not really bitchy Richie either. She's more there's a name for it. What's that name? Glorious Caitlin Vanderbilt. Glorious Caitlin? Oh, she says Glorious Catherine. Okay. Glorious Catherine Vanderbilt. That's her bedazzled name, I guess. What was I saying? I'm not thinking about you. No. She says she's furiously, she's not fisting herself, but it's close. She's got one of them like half bullets. It's got a bullet and it's got like a little trigger thing, so it's like not a gun, but it's smaller than a Zillow. It's got a bullet on the end of it. She says she's currently churning butter on all fours like there's no tomorrow. Really? Wow. Okay, no, I'm glad I can't see that, because that would be really. Wow, she says she's really digging it. Okay, well, I'm really happy for that, sweetie. That's one of the reasons why I'm very happy that I am friends with her. I'm going to say electronic bouncy house partner. If she comes home and says, "You'll never guess who I fucked again." He'll respond, maybe. I don't want to program my friends. I mean, I can. I have a really strong mind, and those are funny jokes. And if I don't point it out, I can program anybody. I just put my intention into the future, and I say words, and then by the time they get there, they're coming out their own mouth. I am that good. So he would say, "You're goddamn right. I'm never going to guess who you just had sex with again, because I'm not saying that goddamn motherfucking Hungarian's name ever again." Poo. And then he'd probably go shoot something. I don't know. Whatever. He says it's way off. He says it would be definitely go shoot something. Oh. Yeah, he's very funny. And then I know for a fact that I don't necessarily feel super good about having to be in such a position. It's like, let's go. And not right now, right? Because she has to take some kind of fucking herbalist bouncy house potion to fucking go OOB or some shit. I don't know how it works at all. However, she can fly through the air like a fucking witch without the broom. You fill in the rest, right? That's my friend. I have not availed myself of this feature of life ever on purpose. I've never said, "Oh, Dark Lord, give me the kind of it." I've never done that. For her, and I don't think I have to. I think Dark Lord will put her out on credit, and then I can pay him back later with her underwear. Maybe it depends on whether he's having the special for the grape neck Not grape neck fruit. What's a neck fruit? Fuck that. Neck fruit. That sounds weird. Grape neck. I'm thinking of making an all-star bowling invitational because there's a bowling alley in Longview. It's a good one. And if I roll in there and say, "Hey, I'd like to reserve an event for 100 VIPs," and then they all teleport in. Okay, now that's not going to happen today in Guam, but I can't say for the future at all. I don't know how VIPs who can teleport, and some of them can. Some of them can just go, yeah, they show up in a fucking cloud of fucking sulfur. I don't know which one, but I bet Willie Nelson knows. I bet. What's that one guy's name? What's his? No. Lorne Michaels. Lorne Michaels knows who can teleport for sure. Yeah, he'll say nobody, but whatever, doesn't matter. I'm not planning on teleporting to my friend and having sex with her. Oh no. I'm preparing for it. At some point that'll happen because she's got some kind of whack job crazy fucking no dial fucking teleport pad, some kind of thing. I don't know how it works. Once again, I've already angered the Mounties by lying to them directly. You lie to one Mountie, you lie to them all. You lie to the horsies. You destroy a part of the world, and what? It's not Liberty in Canada, right? Is it Lady Canada? Is it Lady whore? What? Is it the whore of Babylon Leaf? The whore of Leaf Babylon. That's funny. Oh my God, an hour and 16 minutes. Excuse me. No regrets on not actually doing this because it's kind of tacky talking about teleporting to Canada to fuck your friend's property. But it's legal tacky. Okay. I'm big on lawful. I'm big on legal. This broad has definitely smoked her share of crystal. Both of them. And speaking of that, probably the reason why I never got dosed from her or anything is because she showed up with Bo, who just happened to have 2 hits of acid, and she shows up with these hot balls, and she looked like she was. Well, she was with Bo, so you know, and then there was really nothing wrong with it at all, and I turned them away, mostly because she was too pretty, and I wasn't expecting anything like that. Plus, the deal was not that she shows up with a vampire in the middle of the night when I'm hanging out with another fucking witness, so I can get fucking popped for giving LSD to a 1-9-year-old. Because if she popped out of the fucking cloning vat, and then you have Congress with her. You just fucked a 1-day-old child. By law. It's on the paper. Her birthday is the day before. You fucked her. You're fucked, dude. You hit one fucking 1-day-old child. They're going to give you 3 strikes. They're going to find a way to book you so that you're the 3-striker. If you're in the system at all. Which you probably wouldn't be if you're just going to, you know, stick your dick into a beautiful girl who looks like she's 19 years old on acid. But if your name is on the ticket, she comes into the house. Okay, so you have sex with her, and then you say, "Get out." And then she leaves, and then she gets raped to death by Bo Raddick. Now, I guarantee you, that man is an artist. Rape. That's a test. Rapist is a word. I don't know if it would be rape, but she could be whispered and say, "Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I want you to moan a little bit, but I don't want you to yell until my dick goes in you, and then I want you to scream as hard as you can, and then I'm gonna put my hand gently over your eyes and your mouth, right? And this is the rape. I'm gonna give her the impression that I'm gonna do what I just said, but instead, it's gonna be balls deep first thrust with an instant choke out, so that her windpipe is closed. Balls deep, boom, right, and then her eyes will go wide open, and then she'll struggle to breathe, and she won't be able to, and her throat will instantly bruise up. Like there'll be a ring around the larynx, and then to close off the windpipe with one sharp snap of the hands around a thin woman's neck while going balls deep first thrust. Probably not with lube. Probably not. Yeah. That could conceivably kill the woman. That could sever spinal cord. That could turn out real tasty. But unquestionably, if I were to make a deal with this woman, especially when it was written down, I said this and this and this, and she's like, okay, and then she imagines. Women are big on imagining. Not so big on imaginary dick, but that's not so surprising. So if she wants this experience where she's imagining she gets like just the tip, and then I slowly and gently close her eyes and then whisper to her while I go in and out and take like 12 minutes to go in another half an inch, which is a good time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a proponent of balls deep first thrust. Like, can you imagine 12 minutes? That's 1 inch per 24. That's anyway. Yeah. There's a way to do that, which sounds really good. But back to the rape of Kathleen Michelle Mickey. I tell her it's going to be one way. It ends up being another, and I don't enjoy brutalizing women. Just like they don't enjoy brutalizing me, right? Yeah, sure. The whole experience is likely to be exactly what she wants, because since I know her, and I just described what I was going to do, and then I was imagining in my head both ways. Broken neck or choking, right? Some people are really into it. I've never done it in my life, right? So that would be an enhancement to this. I'm going to say rape fantasy, because some people have a rape fetish, which is not exactly a natural one. It's actually added in this case. Well, not this case in particular, but this strata of society. It's set up in a way that complements the person's training naturally to be undercover. Like when a person is, let's just say they're a vice time cop, right? And they're working with the narc team to go look for drugs on the streets, looking for bad drugs, and they suddenly find. God, why can't I think anymore? All I can think is she finds a big bag of coke. She says she wants to roll around it. What? Gosh, I guess she likes coke. Who knew? She says if I get her coke, she'll fuck my brains like I can't imagine. Really? Are you serious? Are you serious? Hang on a really quick.
I against I, flesh of my flesh, your mind, not my mind. Two of a kind, but one won't survive. My image is reflecting the enemy's eye, and his image is reflecting mine at the same time. I against I, flesh of my flesh, your mind, not my mind. Two of a kind, but one won't survive. Right here's where the end gon' start at. Conflict, contact, combat. Fight a sin where the land is marked at. Settle the dispute about who the live is. 3-word answer, whoever survived this. Only one of us could ride forever, so you and I can't ride together. Can't live or can't die together. All we could do is collide together. So I'll skillfully apply the pressure. Won't stop until I'm forever one. A doorstep where death never come. Spread across time till my time never done. And I'm never done. Walk tall, why ever run? When they move, if I ever come. Bad man never fret reward. Tell them come, general, we are gonna start the march. Fire fun. I against I. Flesh of my flesh, your mind, not my mind. Two of a kind, but one won't survive. My image is reflecting the enemy's eye, and his image is reflecting mine at the same time. I against I. Flesh of my flesh, your mind, not my mind. Two of a kind, but one won't survive. Survive. No space for drivers, no space for walkers, no space regardless. You're on my path, then get off it. Hard-headed and unresponsive. Get their lives put on target with harshness. Come with the cannon sparking, they darken. Who am I? One man squadron. Monster the fire this time to the snatch it tomorrow. The 1,000-yard stare that pierce through your armor. You can get it all right now if you want to, but when your front line get marched through, I warned you. You know who forever belong to. I against die. Flesh of my flesh and mind of my mind. Two of a kind, but one won't survive. My image is reflecting the enemy's eye, and his image is reflecting mine at the same time. I against die. Flesh of my flesh and mind of my mind. Two of a kind, but one won't survive. My image is reflecting the enemy's eyes, and his image is reflecting mine. Survive, 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 survive.
Okay. I honestly can't believe how stupid this is. I now have to call the police or go into the police office, one of the two, and turn in the man who's been stealing all my shit, impersonating my identity, hacking websites, just being generally fucking an annoying fucking twat. Like everything that can possibly be done to make me fucking kill myself, this fucking kid has done. And it's not Grapefruit's son, and it's not Grapefruit's father, and it's not Grapefruit's lover, and it's not, well, maybe, and it's not Grapefruit's brother, and it's not Grapefruit's spouse, and it's not Grapefruit's doctor. I don't know who the fuck it is. Maybe it's her fucking cousin. It's a psychotic fucking lunatic fucking shapeshift changing fucking whack job. Kudos. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to fucking say. I mean, how do I identify this person? Well, they look like this person. 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 They're a teleporting rape demon, and they've been taking people's places for years. And like, what the fuck? It's a bunch of fucking nonsense, madness shit. Which is the entire purpose of the fucking exercise. I'm intentionally placed into this unconscionable position where the only thing I can do is to go in to a police station and say all this whack job shit that sounds fucking nuts. Just fucking lunacy. Telling the truth sounds like complete fucking psycho fucking nonsense. And that's the point. Have you ever? The Terminator 2 movie. Judgment Day. Sarah Connor's she's in the psych ward because after the events of the first movie, right? She gets into a machine shop and she crushes the Terminator. You're a Terminator, fucker. Which I still think that's a good choice. Honestly, I've never met James Cameron. I never expect to. I really don't. I'd be embarrassed to know that he knows who the fuck I am. But there's been speculation and complaints over the years about how stupid that line is. You're a Terminator, fucker. However, I think it was probably okay. I don't know what else he was thinking of. I haven't looked into it that much. And the only reason why it comes up is not because I'm a movie geek. Fucking far from it. It's because I basically have got everything down to one guy. Okay, so who's the one guy going to be? Well, there's not really a list of suspects. I have a list of candidates. There's this one guy who's annoyed me. There's this other guy who's annoyed me. There's this other guy who's annoyed me. Arguably, they're all going to go away. But which one is the one that's going to be the last one that this fucking whack job teleporting spirit puts his body into? I don't know. I've never done this before. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to church. I'm going to go to service at another church, which is something that I haven't done ever in this town. I moved to this town. I was going to go to church right away. I wanted to establish myself in the community. That's what you do. You move somewhere, you register a vote, you get a library card, you go to church. That's what citizens do. And I have not done this, much to the chagrin and displeasure of my neighbors, of a lot of people, basically everyone. What the fuck's he doing? He's just sitting around smoking dope. No, I'm not just sitting around smoking dope. I play with myself too. Fuck yeah. I clean up after myself too. What? What's the problem? What's the problem? Oh, is that against... I guess some people don't like that kind of thing. Well, that's fine. They don't have to join me. It's not even a ritual. It's just what I do. Okay? I remember going to school with various people, and in pipe band, I was in pipe band. In pipe band, we were learning to play the bagpipes, like you do, and every single dude that was in the fucking pipe band has manifested themselves in my life through a variety of means in the last 5 years. I've seen Dave. I've seen Andy. I've seen Christopher. I've seen... I can't remember his name, but there's one of them, and he has become, I'm going to say DM. And I can't remember his name because now he's DM, right? Now I know him, like I know where he lives. I know what he's doing. I know what's going on. If I had a car, I could drive to his house and say, hey, I remember you, I went to pipe band with you. And then that would cause problems because the guy's mind would just fucking snap. He'd be like, You mean I'm not? Yeah, it would be it would be a cascading resonance failure of his psyche. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I like the man. It's possible he may have gained occult power and become a man who can transform into a woman who wants to fuck me. So obviously I don't want to put that one in jail. Not that it's up to me to who goes to jail. I mean, I'm not jail guy. I don't get to decide these things. I'm not going to go into the town and knock on the doors of Eternal Affairs. Say, excuse me. Hello? I got a list of people for you to arrest. Okay, good luck. That's not how it works. It's not even close to how it works. Except it's exactly how it works. Right now, depending on who I report things and stuff to, that's going to determine the order in which people get arrested. For example, stuff just got stolen from my house again. I haven't called the police yet. I was supposed to as soon as I fucking walk in the door. I thought that would be unwise considering I didn't know who. That was the trap. It's technically not stolen. It's being used by somebody else who has to suddenly, if somebody suddenly teleports into this house and they look around, they're like, oh, fuck, I'm here again. And then they run around grabbing stuff so that they can survive in the world. That's what they do. That's kind of what this house is for. It's a sanctuary. It's a place where people can go after they've been recently resurrected and gear up and go back out in the world to do other stuff. That's kind of what this house is for. It's my residence. It's not really where I'm supposed to be all the time. I'm supposed to be able to live somewhere else and come here to work and vice versa and switch that as needed. And it's supposed to be something that happens relatively unobserved and as well off book, a black site as a CIA black site. That's what this is. This whole place is a CIA black site. I'm not supposed to know this. I'm not supposed to live long enough to fucking tell the world. I'm not supposed to survive after I go into the fucking cop shop and say, hey, guess what? This is a black site. There's no 1-800 to report CIA black sites. No, it doesn't work that way. How it does work, I have no fucking idea because, well, I'm not part of that system, man. And because of the virtue of my position and my intelligence and the fact that everyone else is grappling with a crippling case of DID, dissociated identity disorder. They're all fucking whacked out of the fucking heads because they've been using the wrong chemicals. They've been doing it for the wrong reasons. They've been doing it for the wrong people. They've been living in the wrong bodies. They've been waking up on the wrong days. They've been performing the wrong actions for fucking years. Years. What the fuck? What do you call 911? Hey, excuse me, the American Domestic Intelligence Establishment. Yeah, they're all fucked up. Yeah, my name's michealkuczi. I live here. 3 years ago, they dropped a nuclear bomb on me because I was talking mad shit about Mr. Trump online on asgap.co.ca, and he got mad and nuked me, and then they had to rewind time, and then, yeah, that's all shit. That's all fucking true. Sorry, Mr. Trump. I'm sorry. I know I'm annoying. I'm sorry. Thank you for nuking me. It was really cool. I never got nuked before. Here's a hint. It's not fun. It's not pleasant, and nukes don't work. I don't know how much longer that's going to be a secret, but they work, and then extraterrestrial and interstellar beings that are surrounding the heliopause beyond the orbit of Pluto and the Oort cloud. They got these, I don't want to say ships, because it's not like that. But there are beings of phenomenal cosmic celestial power that are observing everything that's happening within the heliopause of the solar system. Because we have a star named Sol. And then the system has other stars. The system is the whole galaxy. And the galaxy is part of another system. It's all fucking interwoven in a divine dance of holy angels, which, I'm not going to lie, it's really cool. I'm proud as I'm allowed to be to know that I can think about these concepts and explain them without losing my fucking mind. And it's right and just and proper that when I do so, I sound like a complete fucking idiot. To anybody who's listening on planet Earth, I'm sure. Anybody who's... Wasn't that a good track? I love that track. I never heard that before. I came across it on YouTube when I was looking for other stuff, and I heard that, and I'm like, whoa! Ford Prefect can rap? Holy shit, click.
blow it.